Hi everyone, Jan Fursden here from Fursden House. I wanted to first pop in and let you know, yes, I am still alive. It's been a while since I've been on the on YouTube making videos, and a lot has been going on. But one of the wonderful things that's been going on is that I was at a retreat, and it was the most fabulous retreat I think I've ever attended. And I say that every year, but this is the third year that we've gotten together, and I think this year was probably the best because there was just so much going on. But I got the idea for this video from Elaine Larkin, and she was our group coordinator and facilitator and chief cook and bottle washer. I mean, she did everything. She was the one who put it all together for us, and she also had help from Annette Campbell from Boho Provision Company. And I'll put all the links for, if people that I mentioned have links for YouTube or Etsy, I'll put those below. But I just wanted to share some of the wonderful things that I got. Now, I don't have everything that I was given or purchased because my studio is in total chaos right now because we discovered we had termite damage. Oh yes, it was exciting. I was rearranging my studio when I got back from the retreat and found the damage. Fortunately, it's old damage. They assure me that the little darling termites are not active, that it's the damage that I found was about a year old and they're no longer there, but they're going to come out. Fortunately, we have full coverage for that type of thing, and they're going to come out and fix everything, but that means I have to even up in my studio that much more and take things apart because they have to repair it. So, total mess. Like I said, I don't have everything from the retreat that I purchased or was given. Everyone was so generous, and just, it was an amazing and wonderful time. But again, Elaine gave me the idea of sharing a video like this with you because she shared some of her things. And again, I'll put her link below. She's Larkin Elaine Studios. And I want to start the video with this journal that Elaine made. Now, Elaine is known for recycling and keeping things out of landfills. And she works for a company that she has, or had, I think she's retired now, but she worked for this company that did building materials and things like that, and she always had these amazing samples, and she gave us this big box of stuff, and it was just phenomenal. Pieces of wood that you would normally trash, and you're thinking, well, what in the world can I do with this or that? And she showed us samples of things that she had done with it, and it's like, oh my gosh, yes, of course. And one of the things that she gets are fabric samples and things of that nature. And so she made journals. Now, there were 20 women there. That's the most we've ever had. And Elaine made journals for everyone. That's 20 journals. I was like, oh my gosh. I was totally blown away. And this is my journal. And I was just amazed at it. And again, it's using fabric samples that would have made their way into a landfill. And every one of them were different. All 20 were different. So I'll just go over some of these with you. And these little leather book plates, she sells those. They're just amazing, and they're nice and flat, and you can, you know, put in words and all kinds of stuff. So again, I'll put her link below, but I just want to do a quick flip through. She made this nice and long so that we could fill it up, and I'm going to fill mine up. Just really neat pockets, and just, I mean, it goes and it goes and it goes and it goes. And again, more scraps that she's turned into useful items. Lots of paper, some little accordion strips she's done, pockets made and tuck spots from the fabric. So it's just really neat. And again, she's got a massive studio over in, is it Georgia? I think it's Georgia. My brain is mush this morning, so I apologize for any misnomers, but she's got a massive studio that she creates in, and it's just amazing. And this is just, I mean, this is not just a throw together quick little journal. There's a lot of thought and effort that went into this, and I'm very grateful for that. She worked so hard, also putting the retreat together. If anyone has ever done anything like that, I have, not for a retreat, but other things where you have to coordinate people going places and showing up and everything. Larkin Lane Creations, and that's a little stamp of her puppy. But if anyone has ever done one of those where you have to coordinate people going places and what have you, you know it's a huge amount of work that most people never even think about, much less appreciate. So I appreciate you, Elaine. This was amazing. Let me put that aside, and I'm just going to go over a few things. We had Secret Sisters this year. Now, before, we were told, you know, we would draw names, and then we would get gifts, you know, and we kept a limit of like $2 limit on it. But that's kind of difficult, and in hindsight, you know, it's kind of impersonal. So this year, Elaine came up with this amazing idea of creating items, which really is really all about what the retreat is for, and that's creating things. So we drew names, we drew names there, but we were told to bring 3 separate items. One was a bookmark, one was a postcard, and one was an ATC. And she gave us the dimensions and everything, and so that's what we did. And then when we got there, what we were to do was to create something that reflected who we are, so that the secret sister we had would possibly recognize us, if you knew. Some of the women I've known for 3 years, and some were new. I made a lot of good friends this time that were new friends, and it was just really amazing. But my secret sister was Kat Schaefer, Catherine, Kat for short, and she made me these 3 secret sister gifts. The first one was a bookmark, and see the tiny little heart charm, the little keyhole. I'll get it out in a minute. As I said, my brain is total mush. I thought, oh, how pretty. I love the colors, pinks and greens. Books open, you fall in. Oh, duh. Oh, I'm not sure I should do a video. Books open, you fall in, and that is so true. Space for notes, just as sweet as it can be. And I had no idea. I mean, I could not guess. Well, the second day, we had the ATCs, I believe. And I got this one out. Now, while we were there, Kat was working on a miniature journal. And I looked at this, and it finally dawned on me. I was so excited, and I even went over to Kat and was like, oh, look what I got. And I was telling her about it and didn't realize at that time she was my secret sister. But then when I thought about it, I realized, you know, it's tiny, and that little thing gave it all away. That's a tiny little window in a door, and that little window, a little skylight window type thing, is from a paper doily. And I thought, miniature. And so I was able to guess the Kat was my secret sister. And these were little paint samples that she cut and used as little tiles on the roof, and it says, art lets you run away without leaving home. Art lets you run away without leaving home. And she's got the little flower there. Some of my favorite green leaf ribbon, which I love. And that was she's from Anderson, South Carolina. I just thought that was precious, because I've only done like 2 ATCs ever. And one of them, the second one, was for this retreat. And then the third day was the postcard. We were to do a postcard. And the secret sisters were to put a comment or whatever on the back, and I won't read it all, but one I really enjoyed was keep calm and create on, and I just thought that was very sweet. And she made a little glamper, and for those of you who don't know, it's a glamorous camper, and you may have seen articles and stuff, but she had seen a die cut for it in Michael's, but it was too small, so she just did her own. That's how talented she is. And that's a little shade that comes down on the window, and the little bunting. I thought that was so precious. And then in some of the gifts, I think she created this, and now of course I'm going to learn how to do that myself, because I thought that was really neat. And then I did purchase 2 things from her. These little peat pots that she's just decorated, and you've got the little rabbit here and the word play. We did play. We had a marvelous time. And here's another one that I hope I'm in focus. I'm not really paying attention. I'm kind of scatterbrained this morning. Beautiful little button here with the leaf in it. And again, the word play. And one of the best things about this retreat was that my best friend, I mean, we've known each other since we were 13. Yes, that's like 48 years. But who's counting? She was able to attend for the first time with me this year, and we just had an absolute blast. This was made by Peaches and Charlene, and I just love it because everyone, now again, they made 20 of these, and every one of them were different. And Peaches and I have been friends now probably, well, since the beginning, the first year. And she knows that I'm very patriotic and coming from a military background. And Peaches was in the Army. No, I'm sorry, Peaches. She was in the Air Force for almost 30 years. And she made this, and it's just a neat little carry-all, nice place to pop things in. And I'm not sure who made this. I'm sorry to say it. When I was packing, it got away from its creator's name, and I don't know, but I'm using that as a sample because I have yet to be able to make a decent pocket using a coffee filter. But that one is sweet. So if you're watching this and you gave this to me, please let me know so that I can thank you. Because like I said, I've tried and it's just not coming out real well. Martha Appleberry, she lives here in Huntsville, which is 20 minutes down the road, and she did a lot. She's working on these marvelous gift card holders, but this really drew my mind, and I've taken part of it apart. Sorry, Martha, but it's just the cutest little holder. And again, she did these for everyone, and there was some stuff up here that I've taken apart when I opened it and everything, but I just thought that was amazing. And let's see, what else do we have? My sweet friend Pat Kramer, I met her last year, and she was sitting there making all these accordion ribbons, and I thought, oh, that's just so neat. Well, she was making them literally for everyone, and there they are. And then this one is using crepe paper, and another one these are fun to make. And then she also did these, I saw her cutting out all these little circles, and just tiny. Well, and then she put them all together and made these little flowers, and then gave us some. And there were other things that she gave us, but these are the ones that I can pull out right now. And then, let's see, we each got our name in little cards. It's from a game. I think Chriselle was the one who did this, if I'm remembering correctly. And everyone had their name spelled out. And I just thought that was really cool. And this came from Charlotte, who is from Texas. And I call her Sparkles because of her house shoes that she was wearing. They were sparkling all over the place. And she does a lot of things, but this particular one I was really impressed with. She takes wood. Now, this is the first time she's used a cutout where there's a wood backing. Normally she just uses, pieces of wood that are in certain shapes. But she put decoupage on the raised part of the word family. And on top of the decoupage, she just put a napkin. I think it's probably 1 ply. And then we went outside, of course, because, yeah, we were using fire, or she was using fire. I wouldn't use fire because I would have burned the house down. But all she did was light her lighter and run it around here. So you get this nice darkened edge. But what would happen was the napkin would disintegrate until it came to the part where it was over decoupage. And she just kept at it, and that was the result. And this was the first time she's tried it with, like I said, wood, with a wood backing. But I thought that was really sweet, and she gave that to me. So thank you, Sparkles. And her friend Tina, I don't have anything that she made, but she makes the most amazing, Tina Waller, she makes the most amazing travel cups. She had this one that on top of it, she had put ice cubes and a cherry and I think a lemon slice on the lid. And she does some magic, and she turns them into pure magic. They're amazing. And what else? Oh, journals. Now, I bought this one in particular. I wanted to show you. I met Kathy Leatherman and discovered that Kathy lives in Decatur, Alabama, which is, again, 20 minutes, but that's the opposite direction to the west of us. So it was really nice to meet her. And so I'm going to try and get together with them and see if we can't do a local little something or other. But this was a Christmas album. Just gorgeous. And I'll just flip through it real quick. Almost got me in the mood to create Christmas albums, but I'm not there yet. because I want to do something special this year. I think I probably say that every year. And then she's just amazing. And I love the scriptures and things that she has throughout. May the glory of Christ's birth bring you joy and hope at Christmas time and always. So I am amazed at all the different ones. You are inscribed on the palm of his hand. I'm amazed at the different stamps that she has. And that's something that I want to do a little bit more of, but just gorgeous. And she loves children, you know, pictures of children and what have you, and she reflects that in this journal as well. So sweet. She had this one journal, it was massive, and it was a Christmas one that was already sold, but she brought it to show us. And I was like, oh my gosh, now look at this, isn't it beautiful? And then there we have it, and that's from Kathy Leatherman. And just lovely. And also, her was she gave these away to everyone got one, and just decorated like that, and it was just really neat. Now the most favorite thing that I did purchase, and she is with me, is a sweet little doll. They're called Free Spirit dolls. We had one night where we had fun, so we're just gonna put that aside for right now. And this, they're posable. And Angela, she wasn't able to make the journey, but she gave these dolls to Elaine, and because we were like, oh, is Angela going to be there? And it was just amazing. They come in 2 different sizes. She doesn't have any that are made now, but I'll put her Etsy shop below, right, listed below, the link below. Again, she doesn't have anything in there right now, but she I'll give you the link when she does make some, hopefully in the future. But this, her name is Scrumptious Calypso. And I figured someone who looked this wild and crazy and yummy needed a wild and crazy and fun, yummy name. So this is Free Spirit doll, Scrumptious Calypso. And Scrumptious met a friend because my friend Sherry bought one, and her name was Momo. And that's after an Asian I think a YouTube show that Sherry watches, and she was orange and all different colors like her. So Scrumptious Calypso and Momo were friends, and we have pictures of all of them sitting together. And now I'm just going to let her sit up there and watch me while I create. So a huge hello to everyone. And where we went to this it's called Grand Oak Retreat in Scottsboro, Alabama, and it was just a wonderful time. And the Hicks family run the place, and they just do a fabulous job. So anyway, I'll go ahead and say goodbye to you. I hope you're having a blessed week, and hopefully before too long I'll be back to creating more journals or ephemera or something. Who knows? I never know until I actually do it. So take care and have a blessed day. Bye bye.